Okay. So, anibo iboro lwito somata jo anuka enyaluna ekialu.
We call them atagoro. Atagoro is like herbs, eh? So I want to imagine the ikekere ntuma adekis. Papa na tekini. Papa na the equatem. Papa na the boxing. Even metformin for diabetes, many of them, Dilunta okito. They are extracts from plants which are used for years. The difference is that they are highly purified.
Okay.
Automatically, there is a portion of the Ogwang. You just get the maize. You go and grind it without blowing, isn't it? It is rough. And then you mingle and you take the portion. Then there is a portion where they have blown. They have removed most of the tester and other parts. It's whiter. Then there's one where they have blown completely. I think it's white, like it's very white and behaves like clay. So herbal medicines can be used in crude form. Now as you get it, you dry the bark or the leaves, you grind, you boil in water and you drink. That's a crude form. Then there is one which is semi-purified. You use a solvent or water to extract, then you concentrate, increase the strength and produce the body need to drink. Then there is a very pure form, whereby you look for one compound or one chemical, like quinine or artemisinin, then you use that alone to make the medicine. Now, each of them has disadvantage and advantage. For example, Euga style. Some people don't like it, isn't it? Right rap in your middle. So the disadvantage that it's rough when they're taking it. Konye, in terms of nutrition, is the best. In terms of roughage, it is the best. Now if you eat that kind of Euga, you don't get constipation. You get all the nutrients in your body, which is good for us. But if you take the one which is white, like the one you don't like, the white one, the advantage that when you're eating it, it's not rough in your mouth. It's smooth and you enjoy it. For me, the advantage is that it has no nutrients at all. And all the nutrients have been blown and given to pigs. I think it's called bran. Bran? Yeah, the bran is given to pigs, which is the nutrients. And then for us, we eat the white one, which has no nutrients at all. But we are happy because it is white. It's white, it is pure. So that's what has happened in medicine. When the medicine is purified into one compound, it looks elegant, looks nice, well packaged. We like it. But when it's in crude form, like we soup or herbals, most people don't like it this generation. And yet, just like the less blown Ogwang is, just the starch and other nutrients, so also with the other medicines or crude medicines. It does not only have the compound, the quinine, which is the malaria, but it also has other nutrients, zinc, calcium, iron, and several in that crude form. So whenever you take a herbal, for example, for a disease like malaria, it will help you kill the parasite, but also replace what your body could be lacking, the iron, the zinc. Now, if you take the pure one normally is one compound, not two, with no other nutrients in it or elements in it. So, the disadvantage that you are taking, yes, you're getting medicine, but you're not replacing anything your body could be losing. Just like foods. People who take highly purified food will end up lacking some nutrients compared to only minyami, a burger, which you get from the garden, or beans from our garden, less purified. So anyway, now back to your question, what do I use? I use three plants in Jena, Jena, I think we know Usuk. I think we know Usuk.
Yes, Usuk.
I use Usuk. I add there also I use Abach, and I use Anyat Nature. Those are the three main plants which I use. So the difference is the method I develop how to extract them, the ratios I use, and the process of converting them to the final method. That's the whole secret behind it.
Okay.
But there are different plants we have grown up using already now, that are using up to now.
Okay. So how does it work, Covidex?
Okay, so it's amazing, but when we did analysis of the product Covidex, we were able to identify compounds in it that actually stop the virus from not flying. So one compound is called berberine. Berberine, it will stop the virus from entering the cell, but also stops it from replicating itself, not dividing itself rapidly in the body. So that's one mechanism, attacking the virus directly. It has effect on the coronavirus, that is proven scientifically. But also, in addition to manage the virus directly, it also stops what we call cytokine storm. I told about those proteins the immune system uses to communicate. The one that damage the organs in the body, those proteins that end up causing damage, it also regulates them. It stops them from overshooting, going so high. So in that way, if one starts early, the organ damage is also prevented. And that's why in my analysis of over 200 people who have used this product, the people who are in stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, that is mild, moderate, and severe, they all recover 100%. 100% recovery. But the ones who go to critical stage, the recovery is about 40%. So in other words, if we started early, the treatment, we're almost assured of 100% recovery. Of course, we are yet to do this was like observation study before we used it and then we analyze the data. We need a controlled study whereby you have those using it and those not using it, which we are planning to do now. Controlled one where we can say yes, those who use it, those not use it, give the recovery rate. But for now, taking data from users, the mild, moderate, and severe are recovered is 100%. Then also, the time to recover is much shorter. Within 2-3 days, someone goes on oxygen, is off oxygen, and is discharged. Previously, people are staying in hospital for long, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, and now I see people recovering much. 2-3 days, they get better and they go back home. Yeah, so in addition to handling also cytokine storm, which ends up controlling fever, it also deals with the cough. You know, like it all the time, they can't breathe enough oxygen because they are coughing all the time. And when they can't breathe enough oxygen, then the reaction talk about the reactive oxygen species will be triggered and they are produced, and that causes the damage. So, and medicine also deals with the cough. You stop coughing all the time. They are settled in your chest, in your lungs. They are settled. You can breathe enough oxygen, and once there is oxygen in the body, your body can function well, and you can easily recover well. Thirdly, the medicine quickly breaks down the mucus.
Okay.
I told you that disease, the virus enters the throat and the nose and begins producing a lot of mucus in those areas that blocks the airways, that covers the taste buds and the receptors for smell. The medicine quickly breaks down the mucus, and then the mucus dislodges off, and then you can begin to breathe again well, and then you can begin to taste food and eat. And once you can eat, they say the only way to know someone is going to recover is when they can eat. So once you can eat food, then you have enough energy to fight. So the drug has multiple effects from what I've observed so far. It does many things to the body. Yeah.
Okay, so how is Covidex applied? And in case I come in contact with the affected person, must I also start using Covidex even when I am not sure whether I have the virus or not?
Yeah, so how is it applied? Right now, we recommend applying through the mouth into the throat. As I shared that the first place the virus stays is in the throat and in the nose before it moves down to the lungs and other parts of the body. So we recommend application to the throat. For adults, 6 drops 3 times a day for 7 days. Some recover faster than that, others a little bit long. Children, we recommend half the dose, 3 drops 3 times a day. And other people have other complications like maybe pregnant women, those have diabetes. There's some interaction with diabetic medicine tends to increase the capacity to control blood sugar. So the blood sugar may go down. So they can need a lower dose as well. So they how to use it on the label. And some people experience some side effects, but they're not major from what I've analyzed so far. Others get palpitations, others get increased heartbeat, others get a decrease in blood sugar, others get a decrease in blood pressure, but usually when they also combine with other medicines. So yes, the side effects are there, but they are tolerable and they go up once they take the medicine. But in terms of toxicity, it is it's not toxic at all. It is very safe, both in the laboratory, which we did the study in lab, and not in how we used it. Now, if you are not sick, should you use it? My advice so far is that we do not have enough evidence that it can completely stop you from getting corona. But we know that because the compound in it can kill the virus, assuming that you have the virus in your throat or in your nose and begin to multiply, and you get it will kill the virus, but that doesn't we have evidence it can kill the virus.
Okay.
So in that way, it may reduce the risk of you developing a severe form of the disease. Yeah, severe form of the disease.
Okay.
Because you are taking it and it's killing the virus because it multiplies. You know, there's what we call threshold for a disease to occur. How much germ must be in your body for you to get sick? You get it, eh? For example, there are people who have malaria parasite in their body, but they are not sick, isn't it?
Yes.
There are people who have the coronavirus in their throat and in their nose. Why? Because the virus has not reached the threshold level of value or the number of viruses in its body to overcome the immune system. So it means as long as you keep reducing the virus in your throat and your nose, you are reducing the ability to reach the threshold level to overcome the immune system to cause disease. So right now, I'm thinking that when you use the medicine, it helps suppress the virus, and then it cannot reach that level to overcome your immune system and then make it fall sick.
Okay.
And from now on so far, even when you fall sick, it seems to prevent the extreme form of the severe form of it. But we are yet to confirm